everything that happens in the body affects the mind, and everything that happens in the mind affects the body. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to go inside the brain and look at how the basic functions on the way we think happens. So in the front part of the brain, it's called the prefrontal cortex. Pre meaning it's at the front. Frontal, again, it's at the front. Cortex. And cortex is a name given to the whole top of the brain. So with the prefrontal cortex, it's just this front third of the brain. And this is where our intellect is. This is where our reasoning powers reside. This is where judgment takes place. And this is where I call the most wonderful gift that I believe God gave to mankind. It is the will. And when you think about it, our decisions determine our destiny. And when you have a look at the functions of the prefrontal cortex, you can see that every decision we make, God designed that we make according to intellect, reason, and judgment. Unfortunately today, there are many things people are doing that are causing a compromise of the prefrontal cortex. So this is where we make our decisions. And I used a verse earlier in the week, it's found in 2 Timothy 1 verse 7, where God says, I've not given you the spirit of fear, but of power. We looked at how knowledge is power, of love, and a sound mind. What's a sound mind? I'd like to suggest that a well-functioning prefrontal cortex, where our intellect, our reasoning powers, and our judgment is working well, enabling us to make proper decisions, isn't that a sound mind? And because our decisions determine our destiny, we have to be very careful on our decisions. Something else comes into the equation, and that is our limbic system. And our limbic system is often called our e-brain or our emotional brain. They're our emotions. And God designed that our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings thread through the prefrontal cortex. I thank God every day that the devil can't read our mind. Don't you love that? And no one can read our minds. Only God can read our minds. Do you know what that means? When it comes into your mind, you have the choice. Are you going to utter it? Are you going to live it? Or are you going to say no? And our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings go through, and that's where the final decision is made. And it is the prefrontal cortex where God communicates with mankind. You see, God is not in every man. You would never say God was in Hitler, Mugabe, Stalin. No, no, no. God gave mankind choice. You see, God gave mankind choice. He made us free moral agents. He didn't want robots.